Hello guys, what's up?
Welcome back to MB Insider. We are back with another video. So all the cat aspirants, it's just 5 months away from our D Day, and the official notifications regarding all the IMs and the cat is will be down soon. And we believe you should pull up your sock, stay motivated, and let's get going. So in this video, we will try and break down the quant section. Quant section is a very important section, and we will analyze all the past papers and the data that is available to help you get an idea that what we can expect in this year's paper. Over the past 5 years, the CAT quant section has seen a shift from an easy section to a more complex calculation intensive section, and the greater understanding and focus has been shifted to the conceptual understanding. So the gone are the days when you wrote learning all the quant examples or all the
Right, right,
formulas.
right.
Now the focus has been more towards the solving part and conceptual understanding.
Exactly.
So we'll break it down in this video.
I think you guys might already be aware of this fact. The total questions across three sections now is around 66 to 68. That keeps varying. Even though 66, I think, had been the norm for the past 3, 4 years, but the last year I think they shifted to 68. Two extra questions were there, but doesn't matter. The overall no questions per section will be around 20, 22 to 24. So for quants also we expect around that number. So as you can see on the screen here, so we had taken this data from different sources, and so this is the basically the quant section analysis over the past 5 years. So from 2020 to till 2024, broken up into different slots. So slot one, slot two, and slot three all are there. You can see, and along with that, we have put in the average number of questions that on the basis of the three slots that you can expect for that particular year in that particular section. So for example, the number system, you can expect around 2 to 3 questions that had come in 2024. So all across on an average across the three slots. So that is how you can read this, particular Excel. So as a general trend, we can see that we can expect you guys can expect 4 to 5 questions from inequalities and linear equations on the basis of the across the 5 year section, 5 year papers. 4 to 5 questions from time, work, and distance. 3 to 4 questions from average, ratio, proportion, percentage, and mixtures. Now these topics are mostly at most important, right? So as you guys might already be aware of this, and if you are not yet, algebra and arithmetic are going to constitute the major portion of your quant paper. So around 16 to 17 questions out of 23, 24, whatever the number is, will constitute the total, will have the either algebra or arithmetic portions. Because as Muskan mentioned, a lot of, the shift has been attributed to more calculation intensive parts. So by calculation intensive, you have to consider the arithmetic is going to be constituting a major chunk of the paper. However, as a general trend, it is difficult to analyze a number of questions you can accept from areas and logs and indices, even though that is a part of algebra as well. This is because in CAT 2020, as you can see, 4 questions were from this topic. However, the number of questions had been around 0 to 1 to 2 between 2020 to 2022. And so this the next section is the analysis of the the algebra and the arithmetic sections. As I already just mentioned, the major chunk is going to be from these two parts. So we have mentioned two areas where the number of questions had become unpredictable in 2022 and 2020 for time, work, and distance, and logs and indices respectively. Because you can see, as you can see, there were 1 and 2 questions from slot one and slot two, or slot three are 5 questions from time, work, and distance. So it becomes extremely difficult to predict across the three sections. But on a general trend, you can expect these amount of questions from each of these particular parts. So you can expect the most number of questions to be from average, ratio, proportion, percentage, and mixtures. That is a given, right, Muskan? That is absolutely given that you are going to have the most number of questions from that part. Now, analysis of the geometry section again. Uh, Prior to 2020, geometry for the I think the 2018, 19 had very few questions. But over the years, you can see around 2 to 3 questions have become the norm for geometry. So that becomes, I know that is probably not the most attractive section for you guys, but 3 to 4 questions or 2 to 3 questions even can take your percentile from a 90 to a 95, right?
Absolutely.
Unless the remaining sections are given as well. I think, Muskan. Remaining sections also, even though the numbers are lesser, for example, PNC and probabilities generally don't consider a lot of questions, but still it is important, it is imperative that you prepare for those parts, because as I mentioned, even a single question can make a lot of difference in your percentile.
Yeah, guys, we have shared that the number of topics that we think that are utmost importance. Arithmetic and algebra will be your should be your priority,
Right.
but we are reiterating that don't forego your geometry. Even one or two question can differentiate you from a 99 percentiler to a 95 percentiler.
Right.
So it can actually make your dream IM go just because you have forgone one or two topics. So please be sure that you divide your time accordingly so that you do well in all these topics. Yeah. So going forward, so even though the official notification is not out yet, but we expect that in this CAT, IM Code will set the paper.
Right.
So we have, and in the past, in CAT 2019, IM Kozhikode has actually set that paper. So we have analyzed CAT 2019 question paper as well. In all the slots, approximately the major chunk was from arithmetic and algebra only. In first slot, around 13 questions were from arithmetic, and around and arithmetic and algebra combined, around 21 questions were constituted
Right.
in the slot two.
Right.
Modern maths, to our surprise, constituted a major chunk in the slot one
Yes.
exam said by IM Kozhikode. Around 8 to 9 questions were from modern math. Number and slog, we cannot predict it will come or not. In the slot two, around 4 questions were from this
Right.
part, but in slot one, only one question was from numbers.
Right.
Geometry in both the slots were around 7 questions each. So you should prepare geometry. Geometry is very important because 7 questions they can actually differentiate you from getting an IM or not getting an IM. You maybe you will be sitting in the next CAT exam because you did not get your
Right.
dream IM.
Right. Now, in a lot of papers, modern maths and arithmetic slash algebra, mostly arithmetic can go hand in hand, right? I think a lot of modern maths is something like sets, Venn diagrams, and all of those, as Muskan mentioned, some of the other topics as well. So it's important that you go through this. I think mensuration is also there, even though none of the analysis that we have prepared had mention of any mensuration topics. But I believe
Yeah.
mensuration is also there, but even though that constitutes extremely negligible part. But now the next, as you can see on the screen, we have compiled the CAT quant scores versus percentile across the past 2 years. So, okay, so across the past 2 years, all of the three slots for 2024 CAT and 2023 CAT. Now you might notice a lot of difference, in the number, in the marks against the percentile between the 2 years. For example, if you take the 99 percentile mark, 40 marks or a 37 marks on an average in 2024 CAT would have taken you to 99 percentile. But in 2023, just 26 marks, which consists of about 8 or 9 questions, would have taken you to 99 percentile. This was mainly majorly because 2023 CAT was one of the toughest, if not the toughest, in the past 10-15 years. But it is extremely unlikely the CAT will go this far this time or any other coming years, because one, I am Calcutta is not setting the paper this time round, and Kozhikode generally has a more of a balanced approach. I think, I believe, right, in the way they sets their paper. So you don't need to worry, guys, about especially the non-engineers out here. You don't need to worry a lot. uh, it's not going to be that difficult. And so 2024, you can, the data presented in 2024, you can consider that to be the pattern that is mostly going to be followed post this year's CAT as well. So I think you should go according to that. And guys, practice, practice, practice. There is no other you know uh, solution to to whatever your challenges you are facing. Or even though if you are not having challenges, practice is the most important aspect. I believe Muskan will also agree on this one.
Yeah, I think practice is the key, not just in CAD but in life also. Practice. You should practice whatever you think.
Right.
You should manifest also that if you want to go, for example, to IIM Ahmedabad, manifest. You should manifest also that write it on your table or where you are practicing all the mock tests, so that it
Mm.
keeps you motivated. Guys, I know that it's five, you are practicing a lot, and it's just 5 months to cat. But don't lose your heart. Just follow what your heart says. Practice a lot, and yeah, stay motivated.
Yes. So we'll see you guys in the next video. We'll try and make more videos related to cat, since the time is very short right now, 5 months to go only. And so since quants we thought was an easier section in terms of analysis, so that is why I decided to start with quants. But we'll
Yeah.
definitely look into the likes of VRC and DILR as well. But I believe that is also, I think, if you guys have any questions, and if you want the Excel to be shared, we are open to sharing that Excel as well. We have that worked out. And if you want that Excel to be shared, please do write to us in the comment box.
Do
So
like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you want to hear from us. Any
sure,
video idea that you think we should come up in the upcoming
right.
videos, please let us know in the comment section below.
Hello guys, see you.